This is a smart stock gun stock, what is marketed to be one of the best gun stocks in the VR industry right now. And I was always thinking of getting one, but the price tag was kind of holding me back. But then Zaro announced the smart stock giveaway. When he was doing a 24-hour live stream, at the end of the live stream, one person would win a smart stock, and I was the winner. So after doing the whole process of ordering the thing, waiting for it, it finally arrived in the mail. The smart stock actually comes with 3 different parts: the butt stock, the main skeleton, and the front cup holder. The assembly was really easy. You just screw in the butt stock and put on the front cup onto the main skeleton of the smart stock, and boom, it's done. It also came with a couple of extra keys which are used to actually hold the butt stock, a holder for the gun stock, which pretty cool. It also came with 4 charms: a Skull VR charm, 2 Zyro charms, and a Metasukuna charm. Now for this review, I'm going to be comparing it to my old gun stock, which is from Etsy.com, and it is literally half of the price of this gun stock. Now, as you can already see in the background, I have some videos playing this actually with me using the gun stock. Now, even though I didn't really get any good raids in Exfil Zone, I did have some crazy games in Forefront, which is the only 2 games I've tried at the gun stock in so far. But anyway, as soon as I took it out of the box, Jesus Christ, that was a bad, what the fuck? As soon as I took it out of the box, I instantly realized that this thing is a lot lighter than my old gun stock. You see, the smart stock is almost fully 3D printed, except obviously the magnets and the little mechanism that lets the butt stock move. Everything is 3D printed. Unlike the Etsy gun stock, Jesus Christ, I can't speak today. Unlike the ST gun stock, Jesus fucking Christ, it has bolts, and basically it's a lot of different parts that are held together by screws. That metal is what makes it a lot heavier. Another thing I realized is that the ST gun stock is a lot more off-centered in weight than the smart stock. When I hold the tube by where my right hand would be holding the controller, the smart stock, it was falling to the left and right, not to the back or forward. It was really balanced on those 2 sides. But when it came to the ST gun stock, it always fell backwards. Because of how it's built, there's a lot more metal parts on the back, so when you're holding it, there'll be a lot more strain on your wrist trying to hold it up. One problem I think I did have during playing is the fact that since I was so used to my left hand being freely moved, like I could easily move it up and down because of the way it's built in the ST gun stock, the fact that it's now magnetically attached into one spot was kind of throwing me off in the way of aiming up and down. You see, on the ST gun stock, I could have easily moved my left hand, when on the smart stock, I kind of have to move the whole stock, which is a little awkward, but it's not that big of a deal. It's more of like, you have to get used to it, obviously. If you've never used a gun stock, it'll be a lot easier to get used to it than if you're transitioning from one gun stock to another one. But as I'm playing more and more, I think I'm getting a lot more used to it. But that also comes with an advantage of the fact that, first of all, you don't have to find the exact socket that you have to put your hand towards, because the magnet is really, really strong. So if you just get it anywhere near the magnet, it will instantly lock into place. And also, it makes your hands slightly less, shaky, because obviously it is fully in position. So there's like no moving of your hand up and down. Okay, now the last 2 things I want to talk about in this review. First of all, the padding that came with the gun stock. It is so damn comfortable. Like, I didn't think I would need it, but first of all, it helps you hold the gun stock, but it also feels nice. I ain't gonna lie. And the last thing is the fact that it is so easy to take the butt stock off. Because the one reason why I never used the gun stock in Forefront is because I didn't really like the butt stock getting in my way. You know what I mean? In a game like Forefront, you want to be quick with your movements, and gun stocks kind of limit that in a way, you know? Like, it's still fast and more accurate even if you do have a buttstock, but I would only use a buttstock in Forefront for sniping. But most of the time, I used it without the stock, and it was amazing the fact that I can change so quickly in the middle of the game. Like, I can go from a medic to a recon in 5 seconds, and that's what I think is really good about this stock as well. So, there's pluses, there's minuses, but overall, the gun stock is amazing, and it is obviously depending on your budget, but if you're willing to spend a little more money for a little higher quality of a gun stock, I definitely recommend the Smart stock. There's 2 other stocks which obviously I can't review because I don't have them, but they're there if you want to check them out. There's probably a bunch of other reviews. I don't recommend going based off one review because obviously some reviews might be biased, some might be sponsored. Mine is not sponsored, obviously. I don't have any sponsors, so this is totally my opinion, but obviously you should check out other reviews on the Smart stock to know if that's the one that you want for yourself. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, go check out the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Help me, dude. Get your butt cheeks on here.
Oh no, they're at their HP. Go up.
I'm out of ammo. Oh, I'm an assault. What am I?